Very cool. And I noticed you use the same furnace on all of them.
Yep.
We have that furnace.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, that's a good furnace. So far. And this is where you've obviously have done some painting on this, right?
Yep, done some painting, paint repairs, things like that.
Yep.
We'll do any body repairs if it happens to get scratched online. We actually have 2 guys that are in charge of that.
How long have you worked for the company?
So I've been here over 10 years.
Oh, you're an old timer.
Yeah, I'm an old timer. Yeah, I started on the assembly line in between college in 2012, summer of 2012. And then, so that was just with Forest River. I was building fifth wheel toy haulers at the time.
Yep.
And then back in between summers and worked parts and service for 3 summers. And then after I graduated, they hired me on as a sales trainer. So
Nice.
yeah.
Do you like it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the cool,
years,
the cool thing about the company and really like the RV industry is like we really do have a cool opportunity to sell fun. Like we always joke, and it's like, we all get wrapped up in our day-to-day lives of what we think is important and what we don't think is important. But at the end of the day, it's like, man, we get to sell fun to people.
Yeah, you're selling campfires and marshmallows.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're selling, for sure. It's like we're selling vacations, we're selling memories, we're selling fun to
Yep.
people. Like it could be a lot worse. Like we're not doctors,
being
we're not.
medical is one thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're not saving lives. We're not doing anything like that. We're building RVs. So it really is a pretty neat job and a cool thing to be a part of.
I like the idea that it's more craftsman
Yeah.
as opposed
Yep.
to an assembly line.
Yeah, it comes with its challenges like anything, but overall I think it's cool that we have such a strong workforce or workforce around here that can maintain and help
What is
kinda
your
keep
turnover
this.
rate, do you know?
I do not know off the top of my head. Nope. Somebody higher up than me would know. I'm
There
sure.
you go. How often do you get on the road?
So I try to go. I'm probably 120 days a year. I'll spend on
Teaching and selling.
Yep, teaching and selling. Yep. So a big part of it, working trade shows to start the year. Like if you've ever been to a show, like most
Hershey.
Hershey. Oh,
Yep.
Yep. You'll see a lot of the reps standing around for that. So do a lot of that, and then during the months, try to travel like for a full week, twice a month. To get out and just do training and try to sell, face to face. During June, July time, or late June, early July, I normally try to take 3 or 4 weeks to be at home over the holidays just to hang out with the family.
Imagine
And
the
then,
guys at the shops are pretty busy.
Yeah.
The salesman.
yeah, oh for
That's
sure, yep,
one.
yeah.
Busy
You
selling.
you almost are better off like for a lot of like the dealerships. You got to get there almost like first thing right after the meeting because then they won't have customers. It's like if you try to go later in the day. Like
Forget
a lot
it.
of times they'll be tied up with customers, so it's tough to get. You either plan on spending most of your day there and taking them out one by one, or you just come back in the morning and try to do it that way. So,
They order most of the stuff in the fall? Or do you say, hey, I got 3 on ground?
It tries to be so we do order out. So like our job, we call it a backlog.
Yeah.
And then we try to get orders and plan more consistently, right? So it's like I can say, hey, Denver dealer, you're gonna do 20 a year for me. Let's try to space them out. We'll have 1 these months, 2 these months, and then sometimes it's imperfect, right? If they don't sell 1, we'll have to back off it. If they sell 3, you get to bump
speed it up,
Yeah,
yeah.
you speed it up. So that's what we try to do as far as that part of it goes. Sometimes you'll have 1 or 2 on the ground that shook loose for some reason, and you'll get to move to a dealer for a better opportunity. But for the most part, we try to get already committed stuff to build. That way they're getting built and getting shipped. So.
This is
So how many
terrific.
people in the United States do what you do?
Oh, as far as manufacturing reps, I don't even know. That's a good question. Not as many as, not a ton. I think, so it's why we all have sales IDs, right?
Yeah.
And so my sales ID is 965. So it's like within Forest River, I'm the 960.
Since it started.
Yeah, the 965th sales rep or what,
Yep.
sales representative within the company. So not a ton, but a good handful. It's a job within this area. It's a pretty.
And Forest River owns everything, right? They own Thor, they own...
Nope. So
No?
Forest River is going to be separate. So there'll be 3 big conglomerates. You'll go Forest River is one.
Okay,
We're
yep.
under Berkshire Hathaway. Thor is another one. They're completely separate.
Oh, they are, okay.
Yep, and they're a publicly traded company. And then Winnebago is going to be
Oh,
their
they're
own.
separate as well.
Yep, they're going to
Okay.
be their own entity. So they'll be a publicly traded company as well. There are a few other smaller places like Braxton Creek is one that my wife used to work there.
Yep.
Before we had our baby. So like
Big one down in Florida, right? They do high-end stuff.
Well, no, so Braxton Creek is in Shipshewana.
Okay.
And they do like small teardrop stuff.
Okay,
Yep,
okay.
and so they do small teardrops. So like they're an individual. There's Ember. They're an individual. Like Brinkley's an individual. So there are still some individual,
Tiny ones.
tiny ones. Well, the three main are, like I said, Forest River, Thor, and
So
Winnebago.
are you publicly traded?